How is a query letter different from a back cover blurb? My name is Jean. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. Back cover blurbs have less rules, basically. An literary agent or a publisher who is reading query letters, they will read thousands of them every single year for many consecutive years in a row. Even if you are a super voracious reader, I mean, there is like a teeny tiny, vanishingly small percentage of people that are putting down 400 or 500 books in a year, but most like heavy readers, like voracious readers, are reading something like, I don't know, I would guess 100 to 150 books in a year. Even if you put down half of the books that you looked at and don't read them, you've read maybe 300 back cover blurbs in a year. Some literary agents will do that in 3 days. They're just reading so many more of them. And so they've got more things that are like, please don't do this. These are things like listing your tropes on the back of the book, asking rhetorical questions, using a log line that isn't really a banger, but is just sort of like good enough. Those things will all fly in a blurb, but they won't necessarily fly in a query letter. Query letter needs to be like demonstrate that you know the industry, where a blurb is trying to hook a reader and not a professional reader, just any reader. You will see me talk about comp titles about like, ooh, this person is too big to comp to. When we are talking about a blurb, there is no such thing as being too big to comp to. We are still how many decades out, and people will be like, well, this is Harry Potter for the new generation. There is no such thing as too old, too big, too out of, like, none of that. Like, whatever you can do to try to hook a reader, your marketing team will try to hook a reader that way. If you are self-publishing, it's much more likely that you're going to list a bunch of tropes, or you're going to have like sort of a vibe-based blurb in which we don't really get to the stakes, but it's like, ooh, she's the ice princess and he's the demon king and there's only one bed. Wonder what happens next. And that would never fly in a query letter, but it flies in a blurb because all that blurb's job is to hook a reader when they are like scrolling through descriptions very, very quickly, or they are just like looking at covers and they flip it over and be like, ooh, that is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Thank you very much.